Hey, what's up, boys and girls? Michael here, just doing a short little video, just showing you how anyone can simply and easily make good profits simply by buying and selling Bitcoin. Very, very simple, okay? I'm going to show you a little more in depth in a minute, but I want to keep this video super simple because, a lot of people just ask me about, Bitcoin and crypto all the time, which is really great because this is a great ecosystem and a great investment to be a part of. But a lot of people get tied up in the confusion and they think it's too technical, it's too complicated. Now, you do have to be careful. You have to invest at your own risk. This is just for entertainment and education purposes. I make no claims and all that stuff. Everyone has to invest at their own risk. So this trading is a skill that you do have to invest in and you do have to become better at. And so is investing. Okay, investing and trading are two different skill sets, but I just want to show you really simply and quickly how I made a bunch of nice, healthy profit in the last, 72 hours, and how anyone can as well. Okay, so what we're looking at right here is a simple Bitcoin chart. Okay, this is in US dollar prices. If you are watching, Bitcoin or crypto, you may have seen that over the last 48 hours, there was a lot of profit to be made because Bitcoin went really high. So let's look at this simple chart here. Just keep it super simple, nice, crisp, clean, and easy, and then we'll go into a little further detail here. So the number one rule of investing is buy low, sell high, right? So here is the high. This is a high that just happened. It just reached 10,200 US dollars just yesterday, June the 1st, okay? Yesterday. Today is Wednesday. Yesterday was Tuesday. If you simply would have, bought right here and then sold right here, you'd have a nice healthy profit. Same thing right here, buy low, sell high there. Sounds very simple, so let me go a little further in depth. This perfect example as to what exactly I did, okay? So you have to understand and follow the patterns. You get better and better at following the patterns over time, okay? And it's really just a simple matter as buy low, sell high. You have to have context for when low is and when high is, and you do that by looking at different time frames. So for example, this is a 6-month time frame. This is the price of Bitcoin. Look, over the last 6 months, this plummeted to 4,100 US dollars, okay, from its big high of $7,800. Context is everything. So if you don't have context, you might think, oh my God, Bitcoin crashed. But look what happened over the next, month. The price went from 4,100 US dollars to 7,800 US dollars, almost doubling your money. And if you just waited another few days, you could have sold at 10,000 US dollars. Okay, so easier said than done, I'm sure, right? But context is everything, and time frame is what gives you perspective. So perspective is really important, which is basically what context is. So here we see, the price was everything was going smoothly around 70 or 9,000, 7,700. So you might think, oh my God, the price crashed here at this jump, right? So here, if we're not careful, we might see this as a loss. If you're not careful, you might see this as a loss, and you might say, oh man, the price dropped 14%. I lost 14% of my money. That's not true, okay? You take the loss when you sell, all right? That's the only time you actually take a loss is when you sell. When you sell low, just having it and holding it doesn't mean you've actually lost money. It's just numbers just changing on a screen. Now, if we're also not careful of our context and our perspective, if we're not educated or well-researched, then we might say, holy shit, this is a huge loss. Look at this, 37%, 35%, right? If you're not careful, where's your context? And what's your time frame? So, if you would have sold here, then yeah, look at the number right there. You would have lost, let me zoom in for you, 27% maybe, right? But that's not what we're doing here. That's not how this works. So you have to have proper context, and you have to be in it for the long term, and you have to have emotional control. So let me just share with you a simple little profit that I made, okay? And anyone can honestly make these profits. It takes time and training, of course, and you must be careful. But let me just show you what I did, for example. Here we go. So let's see, how can I move this around? Getting used to the tools here on this great little platform. Tradingview.com, if you want to get to know how to understand trading a little better, in the charts right here. Tradingview.com offers a lot of different trading charts and customization tools. You can use cool, like, graphs and symbols and apexes and rulers and all these things, trend lines, all this fun stuff. Not going to get into that. Very super simple. But if you want to have fun, toy around, and professional tool that professional traders use, tradingview.com, then you can dabble with that. So here's really simple what you need to know. As long as you're buying low and selling high, hey, you don't have to be a wizard at this. You don't have to be a genius at this, okay? If you have the right context, the right understanding and time frames, then you'll be golden. So look, so here, it's low contextually, right? In the long term, it's low, it's 8,600, okay? As you can see based on this chart, you get to know the patterns. Buy here, sell here. Very simple. If you had bought there and sold there, then you'd have a nice healthy profit of 15%, just as an example. Okay, now if you're not able to get this perfect, which no one is, then here, right here, this little green arrow here, this is still a good time to buy. This is still 11% profit. Even if you sell here, this is still an 8% profit, right? And this is just one currency. This is just Bitcoin. You don't have to be a genius. You don't have to get it perfect. Just a little healthy profit, 8%. Hey, that's fantastic. You can't get that at a bank in a GIC. That's pretty fantastic. And you could make this in a matter of a few days, right? This time frame is literally 3 days, May 13th to May 15th, okay? Let's say you missed that window. You missed that opportunity. Well, there's another good time to do it here. Look, 8,800 US dollars, okay? And then if you want, you could sell right there. That's 8% too. Look, that's 8%. Call it a day. Hey, you just made 8% on your money. Just walk away, sell, cash out, do whatever you want to do. Perfectly clean, perfectly normal, easy, legal, perfectly nice, simple, quick trade. This is just, again, 2-3 days, the 27th to the 29th. If you look at the bottom of my screen here, this blue bar right here, 27th to the 29th. Okay, but if you're really savvy, then maybe you buy here, right? And you sell here, which is what I did the other day, just a little bit. You don't even need a full Bitcoin. You don't even need a full Bitcoin, just 0.1 of a Bitcoin, 0.1 of a Bitcoin, $1,000, guys and girls, 21%. Look at that. So if you bought there and you sold here, roughly, approximately, look, 20, 19, 18%, okay? But let me tell you now what happened to me just the other day, okay? The other night, I had a nice dinner with my family and, getting ready for bed and reading and all that stuff. And something told me to check the price of Bitcoin. Well, it was in the evening right here, about, 11 o'clock at night. And where was the price? The price had reached a super high point of $10,200. So let me just see if I can zoom this in here for you. So I have learned through seeing and observing the patterns over time, watching cryptocurrency a lot, investing in crypto a lot. Some of you know I'm a big fan of crypto and where the movement's going, especially with all the money printing happening right now from the governments, right? It's not a good thing. It's going to lead to a lot of inflation, and Bitcoin is deflationary. So 11 o'clock at night, I see the price is $10,200. So what do? I sell some here. I sold a lot right here. Sold a lot of Bitcoin and a lot of crypto right here. Why? Well, because psychologically, this is a very high point, and this is a very important threshold. See, the last time this hit this $10,000 mark was earlier in the month of May. And here we are, the 1st of June. And then before that, let's look year to date. When was the last time it hit $10,000? Well, February. So psychologically, this is what's known as a very important point. So I knew, because the buy low, sell high rule, a lot of people would be buying low and selling high. So take a look at this. See these lines here? This is what's called volume. This is the amount or the quantity being sold. So this huge line here means a ton of volume moved, buying and selling here, okay? And I won't get into why right now. That's a little sophisticated. But look here. Back to this night that we're talking about the other night, 11 o'clock at night. The volume's huge because a lot of these traders are professionals that do this. A lot of them are relying on computers and algorithms. So they trip an algorithm and they set off a bunch of transactions. And anyway, I figured in my past experience, the patterns that I've seen, the price does not usually stay this high overnight. But I was surprised to see, even though I've sold and made a bunch of profit here, this is called TP, take profit. Look, take profit. This is when you put your greed aside, you put your rational hat on, and you take profit. Okay, this is where you take some winnings, some gains. And I sold a bunch right here, 11 o'clock midnight, right? That's what I was doing that hour, basically laying in bed, was selling and taking the profit right here. And usually what I've seen is that it doesn't carry on over to the morning. However, to my surprise, it did carry over to the morning. So here we are the next day. This is Tuesday, yesterday, 11 a.m. on my way to see some friends in the car. I decided to cash out some more here because this had prolonged. And here we are. I can see, wow, some great profit still maintained here. The sell-off is going to happen soon. So look what happened. Buy low, sell high. A lot of the selling started to happen, $10,100, and brought it down to $9,300, $9,500. Okay, so what did I do? I bought again here because we know the rules are buy low, sell high. Let me put this pretty little green arrow here for you. Bam, this is where you buy. All right, simple, nice, easy, clean video. Hope it wasn't too complex. Hope it was easy to understand. This is the time you can take profit, buy low, sell high. It's that easy, guys. That simple. And of course, it takes knowledge, it takes time, it takes practice. I'm not, doing this for the first time. I've been doing this for years. It's very simple as well, correlated to stocks. Stocks function the same way. You buy low, sell high. So if you're familiar with stock investing, maybe it's time to take a little gander at crypto and see the gains and the results that people are getting in crypto. Look at that percent right there, 17%. Or here, for example, buy low, sell high here. This is a nice, healthy 16%. Okay, 17, even 15. Even if you sell here 14, you're hopefully pretty happy with that, because it takes a lot for banks to do that for their clients and for stocks to do that for their clients as well. So hope you enjoyed this little video and it inspires you to do a little bit of trading. Start small, guys. It's not that crazy. It's not that difficult. If you need help, reach out, like, share, subscribe. Please, hope this provided you with some value. Some people asked me to put together a little, how-to guide on how to trade. Here's a little one right here. If you want more, send me a message, make a comment, let us know, and me and my team, maybe we'll put something together for y'all. All right? Enjoy. Happy trading. Happy investing. Thanks for watching.